to my interview slash podcast series where I interview awesome musicians in the electronic music world. And today we are starting with, for the first episode, one of my good friends, Faith in the Glitch. He's a DJ, New York based, spins synthwave and all kinds of cool stuff. He originally had a DJ set for us, but I wasn't able to actually edit it into the end of the video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to include it as a separate upload on this channel. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed the interview.
That's the one. There it is.
There he is. What's up, man?
That's not the right. Where are you?
Can you see me?
There we go.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Perfect.
Does it sound good?
It sounds pretty damn good. I like it. It sounds great.
All right. I brought my expensive USB mic just for
Oh,
maximum
dude.
quality.
That's awesome. What mic is that?
It's the M Audio USB producer mic. It's like
Ooh.
pretty old. I think it's discontinued, but I got it for $90 at Best Buy like 7 years ago. It still works pretty well. So
That's awesome, dude. Shit.
Yeah.
I need to get me some sort of mic or something. I got like this VMS hanging around here, but
ooh,
like
that's nice.
it is, but it like I guess I have to figure out OBS or something to get it to work with the live stream and all this shit. I don't know. I need to look into that because right now I'm just using AirPods.
It works. Well, whatever works, man.
Serious, man. How are you doing? What
Doing
is up?
well. We're playing. I'm at Graphic Mercenary's house. He's the graphic designer for basically all of the synthwave shows in America.
Sick.
He does. Say what's up. He does.
What's up, man? Hey.
San
How you
Junipero, Nightwave. What do you do? PDX.
Yeah, Synth City, PDX, I did them, and Nightwave, San Junipero, and a couple of the shows that were happening in Florida.
Oh, LA Arson's show
and
too.
LA Arson show in Colorado.
In Colorado, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. I have seen your art everywhere in that case. That's insane. Shit. Dude, I was just looking at the San Junipero website, or like, I think it's like a merch shop or something the other day, and I was looking
Oh
at,
yeah.
dude, it is sick. I love the art that you guys have. It's so sick.
Yeah, Stranger, AC Tremblay, like, is amazing. And obviously, Adam, Graphic Mercenary.
Dude, that's
True.
absolutely insane. Like, I have to order. I don't know if you guys have shirts. I saw prints. I don't know about shirts, but if you guys have shirts, I gotta get myself one.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Dude, hell yeah. How did you get into the whole San Junipero Nightwave crew thing?
So, the, like, head honcho, the big boss man, the architect of Nightwave in San Junipero, this guy called Samuel Valentine. And I went to go see a show in New York City. It was Carpenter Brut and Lamatos. And I was having an awesome time. I was with my then girlfriend, now wife. And I think it was like shortly after the show, I kind of looked to my right, and there's this like shadowy, awesome looking figure with like a witch's hat almost, like a big wide rim black hat with like black goth makeup, just look like yo, what's up? He looked like the epitome of like dark synth. Like if you could imagine a person personified into dark synth, that was Sam Valentine. I was like, shit, that guy looks cool. I want to be his friend. And I was like, in an incredibly tactful way, I was like, hey, you look cool. Let's be friends. He's like, okay.
Oh, that's awesome. And I'm guessing what from there it's just like history. It just happened.
Well, yeah, he was like, what do you do? I was like, well, I'm a synthwave DJ. And he's like, no shit. I'm a party promoter and I'm trying to put together a synthwave party. I was like, well, there you go. Perfect. So,
dude, that is awesome. Like I've seen you at least 3 times out here now at the Echoplex.
Yeah.
That is, dude, every time it's freaking amazing. Every time it's better than the last time. So good on you for killing it. What got you into synthwave? Like I see so many different DJs out there. but it's usually like house or something like that. Why synthwave?
So I've been DJing since like I got my vinyl turntables in like 1998. So I was DJing like hard house, trance, all the kind of normal rave genres. But it wasn't until like I started streaming on Twitch. Someone was like, "Hey, maybe you should check out this artist Carpenter Brute. Think you're gonna like it." And then before that was it was before Kung Fury came out. They were doing the Kickstarter, and they just had the trailer for Kung Fury, and I saw that, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? This is so rad!" Well, like I was blown away, and there was like I think 3 songs in the trailer, so I found out who they were, and then I bought their entire discography. It was like Lost Years, Mitch Murder, and I think it was Betamax. So I was like, how much music do these guys have? Add to cart. Buy it all. And I was DJing in New York City at like random raves or whatever. And I was also into another genre called electro swing, which is exactly what it sounds. Jazz era music remixed with like house and other kind of EDM vibes. So I was doing that stuff, and I was DJing on Twitch. This was like 5 years ago. And I started getting...
Oh, sorry. Keep going.
So, yeah, I was like, I can't play this shit at a rave. I have nowhere to play this stuff. I was like, but I play it on the internet, and there's no dance floor, so I don't give a shit. I'll just play whatever the hell I want. And, at the time, like 5 years ago, there was like 6 people listening. I was like, what, am I going to piss off 6 people? Whatever. I just play what I want. I don't give a shit. So I was like, just playing synthwave and blending it with whatever. And I was like, whatever I thought was cool, I could just play. I like had a big bunch of freedom, not having to like please party promoters and get people to come to your show. Just do whatever. So I was like, I got into synthwave from the internet, playing it on the internet. And then when I came to Meet Space for that Carpenter Brute Lamato show and met Sam Valentine, I was like, this is what I've been training for in my dojo. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy, synthwave all the way. Let's be friends, bro. And then that kind of became Nightwave.
Dude, that's insane. I fucking love the Cobra Kai quote. I just finished it. The other day. Dude, you've been on the Twitch game forever. Holy shit.
Yeah, I was like among the like first kind of handful of DJs on Twitch. They started the music thing quite a while ago. And they're like, let's do music on Twitch. And I was like, all right, cool. And then they kind of just forgot about it for a bunch of years. We're like, oh yeah, we did this music thing. And then it wasn't until like the Rona that like all DJs are like, oh, what's this Twitch thing? So now
Dude,
it's like
it's been crazy. Every DJ ever is on fucking like Twitch or like these like live rave-a-thons or whatever the shit, and like it's cool. I mean, I see less like these days, but like when we first got into quarantine, it was like everyone. It was nuts.
all weekend, every DJ you've ever known ever DJing back to back to back to back.
Dude, that's fucking crazy. Okay, so with the people you just named that got you into synthwave, Carpenter Brute, hey, are those your favorite, or do you have other faves?
My most favorite is Lamatos. They have some special meaning in my life in the greater scheme of things. If I were to choose like a favorite that like maybe not that many people are into, like my secret weapon act, Vestron Vulture is fucking awesome. Like not even necessarily synthwave per se, but it's like almost as if you could blend Witch House and like 90s trance with like a little like sprinkle of synthwave, but extremely danceable and like very housey. Vestron Vulture, man.
Dude, I need to check that out. Your secret weapon will become my new listening habit. That's awesome. No, I mean, with the simple, I've met so many awesome people. The scene is so fucking nice, dude. Like, it is absolutely incredible. Like, I've been into rock and metal since I was like maybe 15. Like, that's originally where like I kind of got really hard to music, and it's just like everyone's so inviting, everyone's so supportive. That's like the main thing. I feel like in like, I'm not gonna say rock and metal specifically, but there's a lot of kind of like, "I'll fuck you, I'm better than you" kind of like thing, and I don't get that in synthwave. I don't know. It's just something about it.
I think when it comes to the synthwave scene, what, like you said, is especially true is artist to artist support is massive, like so encouraging. Other artists like, "Oh, you just put your first work out? Awesome, let me listen to it. Do you want some pointers? I'll teach you what you can do." Retweeting each other, being on each other's shows, like big upping each other instead of like downplaying each other. The only thing that like ironically gets a little weird is like synthwave online, who like people who aren't artists or people who don't go to shows are like, that's where you get the sus dark. It's like the dark web, not the dark synth, but the dark web. But like, yeah, like you said, like going to shows, meeting other artists, meeting other people, it's always such a positive, awesome experience.
Yeah, I know. I feel the same way. And on top of that, I feel like everyone knows each other. Like, it's like, I don't care if you're in Los Angeles, New York, it doesn't matter. Like, everyone knows each other, and I love that.
It was like when you messaged me on Instagram, I was like, "Oh, I wonder who this is," and I didn't like your username on IG didn't immediately ring a bell, so I like checked it out. I was like, "Oh, yeah, I've seen this guy a ton of times. Oh, what's up? Yeah, let's do it. It's awesome."
That's so sick. So that's how you got into synthwave. What about before that? You said you were DJing house and trance, hardcore, that kind of stuff. What about like what got you into music in general? What made you want to be a DJ? You produce as well, right?
I do, yeah. Maybe I'm a better DJ than a producer, but yeah, I do both.
What?
So.
Oh, I was gonna say, what got you into music in general? Like, what made you want to pursue this career?
I started going to raves around 96, 97 in the DC area, or Washington, DC, District of Columbia, East Coast, capital of America for, those international listeners. And that's where I went to high school and hung out. So I really cut my teeth in the DC rave scene. So Scott Henry was like the champion godfather of rave in DC, and had this party company called Buzz Life. They had this, in the late 90s, there were a thing called a web forum, which is a website you logged into to post responses to one another in threads. And that's how we communicated. and Buzz Life had one of those. It was like a big like online rave scene. This was like way before Facebook, even before MySpace, I think. So I was like, posting in there, and like it came up that there was going to be a show. So I went and started going to shows. And the more I went to one in particular in bumblefuck nowhere, Virginia. And it was like a fairground, I guess. And just a bunch of people. I didn't really know shit about who is what, or what DJs are who, or what genre is what, but I was just like, shit's dope, I know I'm gonna have a good time, so I go. And there's this DJ, he's a hardcore, like a hard style DJ, called DJ Venom. So I'm listening to this guy, and imagine just like heavy ass distorted kick drums with like an offbeat funky like I'm like, oh, this shit is hype. I'm like, I'm in like all neon. Nothing has changed, by the way, in my 20 years. Still in all neon. But I'm like, I kind of feel like moshing. Like this It's heavy. And then he starts scratching. And I was like, I've never seen someone actually scratch in real life. So I'm like, damn, that's badass. Oh, that's badass. And then he starts doing it with his elbow. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then he started using his chin on the record. and I was like, oh, I wish I brought 2 pairs of pants. And then he used his fucking tongue on the record. And the next day I bought turntables. I was like, I gotta do that shit. I still can't scratch with my tongue, but
and, that sounds. Oh, sorry, my. Keep going. My computer crapped out on me.
Oh, do you need are you still recording?
Yeah, no, we're good. We're back on.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, it kept rolling. It's just like, yeah, I need the light and the questions and all that stuff.
Oh, true. So yeah, the next day I went to this place called Mars Music, which is basically Guitar Center, but they went out of business, and bought turntables. But I had like been collecting lunch money. I was still in high school. I'd been collecting my lunch money for like 3 years. I don't know why I was hoarding this money like a Lord of the Rings dragon, but I would lie to my parents and tell them that my lunch cost however much it was. I don't remember. I was like, it's like $5 for lunch. And they're like, okay, here's your, and it was like really like $3. So I'd pocket the extra difference and like stow it away. I'm like, I don't know what I'm saving up for, but I'll know it when I see it. And I saw this fucker scratch with his tongue at a rave with a whole bunch of sexy ladies all around and dope ass music. And I was like, this is what I've been waiting for. I'm going to buy some turntables. But I go to this store and it's like, I paid for it almost entirely in quarters. So I came to this place with like a backpack, just 30 pounds of fucking change. Like, this son of a bitch. What a dick.
Dude, that's fucking awesome. Like, you don't hear stories like that anymore. These days, it's like, I mean, I guess because technology is different, you know? So it's like, kids are like, I bought a MacBook on Craigslist, and like that's the story. So I really I appreciate stories like that one.
I cracked a record box on my family computer. Now I'm ready for main stage Tomorrowland.
Shit. No, dude, I am so happy. Like, okay, I loved LimeWire back in the day, but I don't know if you were on it downloading whatever the hell.
Oh man, I was in early on music pirating. I was on the early Napster days.
Shit.
I remember when like everyone's like, "Oh shit, Metallica's shutting down the internet," and I would run home from school like, "I don't even know what to download, but it's gonna get shut down by Metallica." So, and I would just type remix and just download everything. I don't know, just download everything that says remix. Some of it'll be techno or whatever.
Dude, like the whole thing you just said with like the kids cracking record box or whatever. I swear to God, they have no idea how good they have it, man.
I remember when I was in college, I bought 4 records from this like German record store, which I actually on my honeymoon went to. It was still in business, but I ordered from them, and the shipping for 4 records was 3 times more than the 4 records cost. It was like I was like maybe $40-$50 in records, and then like I forget what, it was like $90 shipping. I was like, why can't I just play acoustic guitar or some shit? This is so expensive. Fuck.
That's awesome. What do you use these days to DJ? You still doing vinyl? What are you doing?
I had a big breakup many years ago and lost those turntables as the sacrificial altar of not having to talk to her again. Fuck it, they're your turntables, whatever. I don't have to talk to you again. Great, good price. So I went digital around 2009. Started with Virtual DJ because they were the first platform to market to have a video plugin, and I thought, oh, scratch and video, that shit's gonna be cool. I'll definitely get bookings. Clubs definitely have projectors, all of them, with plugins on stage. Sure, it's a goddamn nightmare. I had to bring my own projector. That it just sucked. It's the worst. They're like, you want to do what? I was like, I need a projector. What do you need to project? I'm a video DJ. What's a video DJ? I spent $45 for the extra plug-in. Fuck. So yeah, I went to Tractor. Now I'm on Rekordbox. That's my DJing platform of choice because what's really nice, I wouldn't say it's the best, but what you can do is like you can put your music on a flash drive, and like when I went to LA, all I had to bring was my flash drive. They had CDJs, drop it in, good to go. So it's like super convenient for if you're gonna play at like venues who have DJs, they will have CDJs. Don't need to bring shit. Because I did my time, man. I brought 50 pounds of records and my turntables to frat parties where I tried to play UK hard house for guys who just wanted to listen to Ludacris and had people literally threaten to fight me. Or do you have Eminem? No, but I have a really good Monica Krauss record from Berlin. Really awesome hard techno. And they're like, if you keep saying shit like that, we're going to punch you. And I was like, that's all I can say. She's really good. Really good producer.
That's amazing, dude. Okay, so for people that are just getting into DJing that are watching this, you have some words of advice? Something for beginners or people that want to get into it?
If you want to get into DJing, I think it's easy to get wrapped up in the allure of buying the new shiny. You know, I just talked shit about people cracking Rekordbox on their MacBook that they bought on eBay. But honestly, getting started is the most important thing. So remove any kind of barriers. You don't need to have the biggest and the best. You don't even need to have really good. You just need something to play. And I think Virtual DJ is free. Get Virtual DJ and start buying music. Getting music and having a strong curated record collection, a music collection, having strong stuff, having bangers, knowing your songs inside and out. That's absolutely the most important thing in DJing. Track selection, track selection, track selection. And really the technical stuff, you're going to impress other DJs. But what you really want to impress is the people who pay you, which is the people that come to the party. And if they have a good time, the promoter's going to have a good time, and they're going to have you back.
No, I completely agree, man. I know you said you're not a guitar player or anything like that, but I feel the same way. I started on guitar when I was like 16, 15, and like you can learn to shred all day long, but you're really only impressing other guitar players. Like, play a song, you know? Like, no one cares that you can play a million notes a minute. Give me like a song that's going to connect with someone. And it's like, it's the same philosophy. So I really agree with, I love that. I love that you said that.
Yeah. Having a strong songwriting sense, a strong idea of a hook, of what a catchy part is to bring in the audience and want them to go on a journey with you. I think that works for whether you're DJing, whether you're making a synthwave set, or whether you're playing progressive polka wave step in Braslavia. Like, knowing what resonates with people in music, that's important.
No, 100%, man. It's all about the connection. And I can tell, like, you have a really deep connection with DJing. Obviously, you go way back with it. How'd you get into producing?
So I got into producing almost at the same time. But whilst like my increase in skill for DJing got pretty good, my slope for producing was much slower. So I started with this ludicrous program called Mixman Studio in '99, where you could only use the loops that came with it. You couldn't make your own. You couldn't import your own. And you just could rearrange loops. That was it. And I didn't start like even really making my own sounds till I got, what the hell was that shit called? Sony, not Sony Vegas. Oh, Sony Acid. And it was like a kind of like a Cubase clone, and made some truly horrendous music, and it's just bad. Hey, you want to hear 6 minutes of a kick drum? Is there a hi-hat and a snare? Oh, 2 minutes into it. Really? Oh. You want to hear my awesome remix of Eminem? The part where he says nobody listens to techno? Oh, yeah, I know that part. Yeah, I looped it for 4.5 minutes. How long? 4.5 minutes. No, but it's a banger, trust me. It wasn't. Really wasn't. It wasn't until like maybe Ableton version 8 when I started working in Ableton and rewiring to Propeller Head's Reason that I really started to get kind of out of the mangling loops that I downloaded from some sketchy website. And that's when I started making stuff that was like not embarrassing, and stuff that I would actually include in my own DJ set. I didn't play any of my own songs in my DJ sets until maybe 2010, maybe 2011. I was like, maybe I'll put them on my SoundCloud and I'll spam the shit out of them on different Reddits, but I wouldn't play my own songs.
That's crazy. What about these days? Like, if you had to, well, okay, so you started on Mix. What did you call it? The first software you had?
Mixman Studio, which was incidentally, I think I can't quite remember, but I think it was developed by Josh Wink, who's like a really well-known techno producer.
Huh.
And it was one of the first, like, I got it from like Computer World, Computer Center, Micro Center, or whatever, for like $40. Can you imagine buying a DAW for $40?
Well, Logic isn't that far off. $200, dude. That's crazy. Absolutely nuts.
Don't tell anybody, but I just finally bought last year a legit copy of Ableton Suite.
Oh, okay.
Fuck, dude. I was like, I got a decent amount of money now. I mean, enough to go legit, I guess. Maybe I'll look at how much it costs. Is that $600? No, it was more than that. It was like $700, something like that. I didn't get it on sale. I was just like, just do it, man. You've been ripping them off for long enough. It's literally the least you can do.
Like, at least at this point, you don't have to like find the RAR file for each update anymore.
Oh God. And like when it crashes, I can call them. Be like, hey, you sons of bitches. I spent almost as much as my car is worth on your bullshit. Make it work.
Serious shit, dude. That's crazy. Okay, you're an Ableton these days. What kind of music do you
say again?
What kind of music do you make? Like, what genre?
So I have 2 albums, radically different genres. I got an electro swing one that came out in 2016. And that one is like influenced by like a bass house, funk house kind of vibes, and then there's like a trap song in there that samples an old song called Big Fat Mama. But the most current one came out last November 23rd of 2019. I just looked like I was checking my phone, like I have notes. There was nothing. I just looked at it anyway. So that came out, and that was a concept album. think it was 12 tracks. Took me like a really, really long time because I'm very slow at producing. I have a very poor work ethic when it comes to making tracks. I have serious like blank canvas syndrome and imposter syndrome. But to answer your question specifically, the Church of Broken Data the concept was twofold. What would dark synth sound like if it was inspired by 90s trance instead of 80s horror? What would that sound like? What if Ghost was really into Darude? This is very, very likely to happen. No. What if Carpenter Brute fucking loved Tiesto? So I made a couple songs like that, using kind of trance pads and melodies, but with aggressive, distorted, overly compressed bass lines. And I also had the idea of like, what if I took neurofunk, which is like a subgenre of drum and bass, kind of championed by the likes of like Diesel Boy or Black Sun Empire or Ram Trilogy. Like, what if this like really complicated bass line design? What if I took it from 170 BPM, put it at 140, ran it through a metal distortion, like metal guitar distortion chain, and sidechained it to a kick drum that hits on every downbeat? What does that sound like? So I did it up, hypothetical, and I was like, play. Oh, it sounds so cool. Did I just make this? Who came on my computer and made this for me? Because it couldn't have been me. This shit is dope. Sometimes you don't always have to be humble. Sometimes you make something and you're feeling it. It's okay to big up yourself. Be like, I fucking rule. Just don't tell anybody that you did that. Keep it to yourself.
That's sick as hell, dude. Okay, so you combining genres. That's my favorite type of music, by the way. It's like artists that combine genres that are completely just you would never see. So I absolutely love that. Are you working on an album right now?
Right now, I'm experimenting with using my voice. So I have a dark synth cover of Smashing Pumpkins' Zero and a dark synth cover of Heart's Barracuda that I've been working on, and got to record the vocals for that. And then I've been very into future funk right now, Macross 82 to 99, and an artist called Devereaux, and a record label called Neon City Records. And of course, Young Bae, who's like the champion of the genre, and Night Tempo. And this like sampling 80s Japanese disco and pitching it up and pitching it down and adding Daft Punk bass lines with an absurd amount of filter on it. And it's so much fun. It's funky, and it's fun to get back into sampling and using sampling techniques. I shied away from doing that with electro swing because is the Germans trying to sue me? For the song I made, for the literally dozens of people who downloaded it on Bandcamp. This guy's loaded. He's sold dozens of copies of this. We're definitely gonna try and sue him. So I'm a little scared about sampling, but no, I'm just doing it for fun. And there's a lot of cats in the future funk that seem to have wanton disregard for copyright laws. So fuck it, I'm gonna do it too. It's fun. Why not?
Gotta do what you feel, man. If it sounds dope, you know.
Yeah, I'm working on one right now that is like for the first time ever I downloaded this. Who did the plugin? It's called Bass Slapper, and it's by Waves, and I got it for free. And I was like, I'm not gonna learn how to play bass. I mean, who learns how to play instruments anymore? Jeez. Several bass players somewhere were like, fuck this guy. You have a good point. But anyway, I download this VST. I'm having fun with this funk bass slapping, and I'm like, I'm gonna sample like Jackie Chan from Armor of Gods, which is a dope movie, and Jackie Chan writes bangers. His song High Upon High, the Cantonese version, it's a dope song. So I sampled that. I'm like, I'm gonna make Jackie Chan extremely funky. That's my goal. I started it 2 days ago.
Funky Chan. Okay, oh, dude, that sounds absolutely insane, and I can't wait to hear it. I'm guessing at this point you don't have a tentative release date.
3 Wednesdays from now.
3 Wednesdays from today. You guys heard it here first.
I'm committing. When is that? We're gonna set a release date for this.
Oh shit.
Janky Funk Chan. It's the 18th right now. When does this podcast come out?
In October at some point.
October at some point? Okay.
Probably like first or second week of October.
Okay. Look for that October 22nd. It's called Armor of Funk. It's a new feature funk track from Faith in the Glitch.
I fucking love it. I can't wait. How'd you get the name? I've been meaning to ask. How'd you get the name Faith in the Glitch?
Oh, so I went to grad school. I have an MFA in photography and electronic media, which it's a fancy way of squandering $60,000. Really, to be honest. Any viewers out there were like, should I get an MFA? No. But I had a good time. So my first graduate project was focusing, this is some serious art bullshit. I have to dig back up my art nonsense speak. But it was the name of my first graduate school project, which focused on the comparing or contrasting the way human minds process memory and the way hard drives and technology process their memory. So I was reading about like brain structure, and I learned that ironically, the memories that you revisit the most often are the ones that get distorted or warped more, because every time you access a memory in your brain, it changes. So the book I was reading use the analogy, it was like save as instead of save. So if you make a tiny change and you save it, the old version is gone. And so you're always working on a new iteration, and it's changing slightly more every time, getting farther away from the original. So human memory sucks. It changes, it warps, our emotions change it, other things that we see alter our memory. And I liked that analogy so much that I took some of my childhood videos and put them through a destructive algorithm that as you watch it, they would degrade and get more glitchy. So that was called Faith in the Glitch. The idea of embracing glitches that will happen or imperfections and letting that become your medium, letting that become your art. The changes that happen over time are almost kind of the work itself. So that's where, and I was like, I don't know, man. It's a pretty cool name too. Screw it. That's my new DJ name. I don't want this to be just this one project that kind of gets like one and done. I want it to be me and my name. So yeah.
Dude, that's some deep shit. You just like dropped some serious like acid trip shit, dude.
Yeah, this is some deep thinking. But to contrast that, my previous DJ name was DJ Masamune, Where does that come from? Oh, that's the sword from Chrono Trigger. It's the badass sword you get for your badass character. It's badass. It's also the sword that Sephiroth has. It's really long. He has long hair, and he's cool and badass. So,
Dude, Chrono Trigger, yes, so much yes. You're a gamer, right? You're
I
a
am
gamer?
indeed. Yeah.
What are you currently on? What are you currently gaming on?
So right before this call, we were doing a mini Smash tournament outside the TV I brought over. I have a Switch and PC, so I've been into Animal Crossing. Tom Nook is a fucking monster. But what I'm really looking forward to coming up is it's like someone somewhere's like jumped in before I even said it. Cyberpunk 2077. I bought a new gaming computer expressly for this game. Had my friend made it. I'm ready. And then they delayed it till November. I'm like, fuck. Okay. I mean, it's probably a good move. You gotta, stuff happened, but give me the fucking game. And then, the PlayStation 5 news is coming out, and I saw the trailer for Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That looks like incredible. I never had
Dude.
I didn't have a PlayStation 4, so I missed out on that Spider-Man. I watched a ton of it on Twitch, and it looked awesome. So I hear the PlayStation 4 and 5 are like backwards compatible. So I'm gonna go back and get Spider-Man and the DLC to like prep myself for Miles Morales.
Hell yeah! So you're gonna be a PS5 guy? No Xbox here?
Well, I have no real brand loyalty. I had an Xbox 360. I had a PlayStation 1 and a PlayStation 2. But the reason I'm going PlayStation is because any exclusive Microsoft game is just going to come out for PC. Like almost all of them do. I'm like, well, I have a pretty nice PC. And I'll just get a PlayStation so I can play Last of Us 2 finally. Actually, that just came out for PC as well. All right, conversation over. I got to go buy Last of Us 2. I'll see you later. Bye.
So, seeing you are going to go PS5, have you messed with one of these before?
Is that Oculus?
This is the PSVR for the PS4.
Oh, my I had a roommate who had that, and I played his probably
like
more
it?
than. Oh, it was awesome.
It's absolutely insane. I wish this was an Oculus, but I'm hoping that the PS5 is gonna have like a PSVR 2 maybe or something like that. That would be so insane. Dude, I can't wait for, and I know this might be years and years and years and years ahead, but like the VR systems to get more like intricate, maybe nerve sensors. I don't know, whatever they can come up with, dude.
Did you
like,
see
I wanna be in the game.
I'm like brain farting so hard on this information that I should definitely know, and they'll be upset with me. But the synthwave show that's at DNA Lounge in San Francisco, with Mikey Magnetic and Danny DeLorean. What's that show? The one in San Francisco.
Turbo Drive.
There it is.
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
Turbo Drive.
Yeah.
Someone made DNA Lounge and Turbo Drive in VR.
You know, it's funny. I was going to do the rest of their art before COVID happened.
COVID fucked us all, man. But that someone did that in VR. So I'm like, VR DJing, man. If COVID keeps going the way it's going, it's already like, there's that crazy shit going on in Fortnite, and like everybody's streaming their DJ sets on Twitch.
Make sure he gives us his address, because I'll send him the Sancho Power stickers too.
Oh, Adam said like, DM me your address. We got some like stickers and shit to send to you.
Hell yeah, swag all day. I'm
Yeah, man. Like, actually, I have one in my pocket. We just got keychains made. Check this shit out.
Oh, that's sick as hell, dude.
Yeah.
That is dope.
Adam just graphic mercenary just surprised me with these. So, yeah, we got a big San Junipero Online 2-year anniversary is coming up. It will be well over by the time this podcast comes out, but it will be on YouTube and on my Twitch. But yeah, we're doing that online, so we're gonna be giving away these awesome keychains and stickers and stuff.
I hope I get one. I hope I can win one here because that looks sick as hell. And I need something for my key. It's just floating around in my wallet right now. So
What?
it's perfect.
You said you keep your key in your wallet?
I have nothing else to go on it. I have 2 keys in my wallet behind my ID, and that's it. Like it's just hanging there.
You have 2 keys?
I have
Dude,
2 keys. That's it.
I have like keys I don't even use. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. This key right here, I have no fucking clue what this is for. I don't know. Genuinely.
You know, I mean, I feel like you might rob janitors in your sleep. I'm not entirely sure about that one. This is not, maybe.
Scruffy thinks some random ass synthwave DJ took one of his keys while he was asleep.
Serious shit. Well, you just said something I think a lot of people can relate to, that COVID really affected a lot of people when it comes to like the music industry. I mean, obviously it affected everyone, but I mean specifically like DJs, musicians. What have you been doing since COVID to kind of keep busy?
So, before the dark times, I was DJing pretty much every weekend, doing some freelance stuff like graphic design work and video work here and there, and then streaming like 1 or 2 days a week and Voltroning all these random ass different incomes to be a full-time thing. And I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. Good time. Get to do music, get to do video shit, get to like stream online. That's cool. And then the nothing came and destroyed all our dreams. And and I was like, fuck. Like it really, actually, there's one show I was doing that I was like very stoked for. You know, most performers have like a show. They're like, this could be like the show, man, where some shit happens. And this was gonna be my first live show where I wasn't DJing. I had a bunch of hardware, synthesizers, playing all my own shit. I was like a couple weeks, 40 hours a week putting time into this. I had an Akai Force and a Microkorg MIDI together with a modified Game Boy running LSDJ. So I was like, this is going to be pretty tight. It's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Put an absurd amount of practice into it. And it was with Primo the Alien, Zarina, Tokyo Rose, and Starcadian.
Sick.
And I was like, oh man, it's a clutch ass show. And it was like the first gig I had that got canceled. And like it got postponed. And I was like, oh man, that sucks, till July. And that was like, at the time, that was like 3 months away. I was like, oh, this will definitely be fixed by then, right? Right? Everybody in New York City, all shows are now canceled till 2021. What? I already forgot your question. What have I been doing, right? Was that your question? I got so fired up about that fucking show. I was like, there was a point. Anyway, what have I been doing? Found myself with a shit ton of free time. And like I mentioned, I was Tuesday, Wednesday on Twitch. And I was like, well, I have this setup. It's pretty nice. I guess I'll just do this, but like a lot more. So I went from 3 hours Tuesday, Wednesday to 4 hours Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Really ratcheted up the promotion and networking of my Twitch channel. Have been regularly uploading my sets from Twitch to YouTube. So I got this thing where like on the Twitch, I interact with chat a lot on the mic and kind of bullshit, freestyle rap sometimes if I've had one too many White Claws. It's very bad, but it's fun. And then for YouTube, I get rid of the mic input, so it's just the jams, so you can listen to that while you're doing whatever. So that's what I've been doing.
Dude, that's awesome. And at this point, because you just mentioned it, can you give us a freestyle?
Oh, I guess I just drank a beer. Could do it. When I chill in the place, I kick it to the base. Everybody knows that I'm gonna do it right. My skill is tight. I know that I'm trite, but I like to keep it clean. It's obscene. When I get on the mic, I destroy the bitches. But you know what? I'm faith in the glitches. I do it on Twitch. I do it with your bitch. I do it every single day. Cause that's the way I get paid, baby. That's the way I get paid, son. I'm gonna do it till I'm done. Word out.
Woo! That's awesome, dude.
What did I just say?
Who's this guy? That's amazing. I love that. For anyone that wants to see more of that, where can they find you on Twitch? Where can they find you in general on the internet?
Twitch.tv/faithintheglitch, youtube.com/faithintheglitch, Instagram.com/faithintheglitch, Facebook.com/faithintheglitch, and Twitter.com/FITGmusic.
That's amazing, dude.
It was one letter too short. I signed up for it. It was like faith in the glitch. I couldn't fit the H. It was like, fucking, my branding is screwed forever.
That's amazing. Oh my God. Yes. Well, everyone, you guys heard, amazing hanging out with you. I hope that we can do this again at some point.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm more than down. And you're gonna grace us with an awesome DJ set?
Yes. I have a little DJ set for you. No freestyle rapping on it though. Just the beats. But if anyone wants to slap some auto-tune on that bullshit I just did, throw it my way. I want to hear it. Remix that stuff.
You know, I got a free hour after this. I'm just saying.
If you really want to squander your time, remix that whack ass shit I just did. Send it my way. I want to hear it.
I might just have to do that. I might just need to do that.
Be the intro for your podcast.
I am so down. That's exactly what I'm gonna do, dude. Hell yes. No, I'm really excited, dude. I think you're awesome at what you do. I've seen you DJ. I've seen your live Twitch streams, and I've seen the San Junipero live streams, and I believe you were on one. So
yes, indeed, yeah.
It's absolutely awesome. I got into DJing earlier this year, so I'm still fairly new to it. But thank you. Yeah, I got myself like some Pioneer CDJs. I think it's the XDJ2, and yeah,
very nice. Very nice.
I want
you went all in.
I did. It was recommended. I sold my guitar Line 6 Helix pedal, and I'm like, you know what? I want to do this because I haven't played guitar on stage in forever, and I don't see myself doing that anytime soon. So I want to go all in with the DJing, and seeing sets like yours, I'm like, it's like I'm just watching the transitions. I'm like, that is so clean.
Oh, thanks.
I'm like, that is so dope. How does he do that? So
do you still have a guitar, right?
I still have guitars, and I use software amps now for when I put it on my music. I'm using
word.
You know, all kinds of stuff. I have an Apollo interface that I use, and yeah, everything is still recordable, but just for the live use, especially now with COVID, I just didn't see myself, doing that anytime soon. And if I do perform live when that is available again, I either want to DJ or I'm just going to stick to vocals. So
speaking of Twitch, speaking of performing on the internet, this is extremely not synthwave related, but I want to give a shout out to this Twitch streamer I love right now. It's Lord Grimm, Lord_GRYM. He is a eternal skeleton lord who lives in a castle and has a pet dragon called Tony and shreds his ass off on Twitch, and it is totally worth your time to check out.
Lord Grimm, I'm gonna have to do that, dude. That
it's awesome. So you don't have to live in a castle, have a pet dragon, but there's plenty of people that are shredding it up on the axe on Twitch, and people love that shit. So
Yeah, no, dude, like it's so cool that so many people are able to show off like whatever their art is on Twitch. Like whether I've even seen some people just sit there and eat, like
oh yeah,
literally.
mukbang. Mukbang's
Yeah.
legit, man.
It's like, okay, this is cool. Like you just mic up your mouth. Dope, awesome. Like I don't know
I mean,
what
it helps.
goes into that.
It helps if you're a cute girl, but
I mean, yeah, I'm assuming I myself probably wouldn't get that many people looking at me, but it's like he needs to eat more. Like
I'd watch it.
stop.
I'd watch it. If you did a social
All right,
eating
well-
stream, I'd watch it.
A social eating stream. That's the first time I've heard that. Like sentence.
That's the technical term. That's the there is an industry, and that's the term.
Really.
I wish I was kidding. I'm not.
I just watched because my family they're older people. They don't know about the interwebs, you know. So I showed them. That was just last week, actually, last Thursday or last Friday. I showed them their first mukbangs, and it was like this tiny little Asian girl just eating this just huge pile of fish. It's like all sorts of like she emptied the ocean. It was crazy, and she's like just like going at it, and they're just in awe. And then they were wondering why so many millions of people have seen this and how this woman can make a living doing this. And I'm like, she's not the only one. It's a thing.
It's like, I wish I could answer that question. I don't know.
It's definitely a thing. But yeah, no, I want to get into DJing on Twitch as well. And then hopefully maybe at some point next year we could play a gig together. That'd be freaking amazing.
That'd be sick.
If you ever need a vocalist on something, let me know.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, or guitar, whatever you need. I'm always open to collab or remix or I don't know. I just like to collaborate with awesome artists that I think are amazing at what they do. So, yeah. So if you're down to collab on something, let me know.
Oh hell yeah. I just got to get myself out of my lazy ass pit. Get in that Ableton and grind out some more tracks other than Jackie Chan funk. Come on.
Well, dude, it has been absolutely amazing hanging out with you. I loved every second of it, and I think, I think people are gonna love this episode, dude. This is awesome.
Well, I love you and everybody listening. You're very attractive and very smart for tuning in to this podcast. You have obviously great taste.
You have any closing words for the people?
Strike first, strike hard, no mercy.
Hell yeah. Thanks for being on the podcast, bro.
Hell yeah, take it easy.
You too.